attacks are unwelcome or any attempt to gain access to a computer system, or computer network with the intent to cause damage, to steal data, expose, alter, disable, or destroy information through unauthorized access to computer systems. Cyber attacks happens when cyber criminals try to gain illegal access to electronic data stored on a computer or a network. Cyber attacks can target individuals, groups, organizations, and government wherein it aims to get business financial data, customers' data, or databases including personal information such as email addresses and login credentials, intellectual property, and any other sensitive personal data. Since cyber attacks are designed to cause damage, if successful, cyber attacks can cause damage to enterprises. It can cause valuable downtime, data loss or manipulation, and money loss through ransoms. Further, downtime can lead to major service interruption and financial losses. People who carry out cyber attacks are generally regarded to as cyber criminals, often referred to as bad actors, threat actors, hackers. They also include those individuals who act alone, drawing on their computer skills to design and execute malicious attacks. A cyber attacks can be launched from anywhere by any individual or group using one or more various attack strategies, since most of the cyber criminals uses different methods including malware, phishing, ransomware, man-in-the-middle attack, and any other methods. One way to classify cyber attacks is by outsider versus insider threats. Outsider threats are users who doesn't have authorized and legitimate access to a company's assets, while the insider threats are users that come from employees with malicious intent who have authorized and legitimate access to a company's assets and abuse them either deliberately or accidentally. Cyber criminals have different various objectives. Motivation can vary, in other words. In this motivation, there are three main categories. It can either be criminal, political, or personal. The first possible motivation might be to have financial gain. These attacks are very common since it often aims to steal credential data to access money, goods, using the victim's identities such as credit card numbers, employees' information, and etc. Sometimes attackers disable the computer system themselves by locking it so that the owners and authorized users cannot access the application or the data they need. In return, the attackers demand the target to pay them ransoms to unlock the computer systems. The second possible motivation might be to have disruption and revenge. Sometimes they just want to publicly embarrass the target or damage the organization's reputations as a revenge. Hacktivists might launch this type of attacks as a protest against the target individuals or group. The third possible motivation might be to have a cyber warfare. Governments around the world are also involved in cyber attacks, with many national governments acknowledging or suspected of designing and executing attacks against other countries as part of ongoing political, economic, and social disputes to gain an unfair advantage over competitors and intellectual challenge. Common types of cyber attacks are malware, which is a malicious software including spyware, ransomware, viruses, and worms that can render infected systems inoperable. Phishing, a type of scam that attempts to steal users' credential or sensitive data such as credit card number. Ransomware, DDoS, structured query, language injection, man-in-the-middle attack, zero-day exploit, domain name system tunneling, drive-by or drive-by download, credential base, and many more. We can't reduce cyber attacks, but each individual and organization can reduce the risk of cyber attacks. First is with an effective cybersecurity system. Cybersecurity is the practice of protecting critical systems and credential information from a digital attacks. We can transform our security program with the largest enterprise security provider. Second, ensure that the multi-factor authentication has been enabled for all applications that access the internet in an organization. Having only a password login for employees is not enough. One or more will be much difficult for any unauthorized person to access the system. Third, organizations should conduct cybersecurity awareness training when onboarding new employees. Employees should be aware of as what are and aren't considered normal requests via email and other correspondence method. Fourth, keeping the systems and softwares up to date is also a critical part of protecting business. Running the latest software makes the data more secure and makes business more strong against all odds in the long run. Fifth and the last one, installing antivirus software. Every computer in the organization must have an antivirus installed and then it must be updated regularly. This could help prevent cyber attacks, protects an organization's most important assets and resources, detects cyber attacks through its continuous security monitoring in the early detection processes, and report cyber attacks. For us to protect ourselves from it, be careful about matters that involve sensitive or credentialed information, and be inquisitive in monitoring suspicious activities. Educate ourselves of how to detect intrusion at the earliest possible time. Always seek for a wider security system or adding another layer of protection against cyber attacks. It is better to be careful in security controls, detecting potential cyber threats, and monitoring the network if all are crucial to ensure that the system is secure. Nothing will be lost or will be still if we will learn to be wise and prepared of our own actions and decisions in life. Because sometimes too much desire or glare of money, we are already putting ourselves in danger. And that's all for today. I hope you learned something. Again, I am Angel Mia A. Umandam from BS Industrial Security Management System. Thank you and God bless us all.